Hey everyone, and welcome back, and welcome to the first video of the Island Advice series. Now in this series I'll be bringing random people who have not finished their islands some advice on what they can do better to help inspire them and motivate them for their islands. If you want your island to be featured, if you want some help or advice on any part of your island, then there is a form in the description box below for you to fill out, and I'll get in touch and we'll be over on your island. I really hope this helps inspire you, so yeah, let's get started. So starting off with this island called Tiki, Rebecca had said that she was just kind of feeling uninspired with this island, didn't really know what to kind of add. She had some areas that she liked, such as her glow forest, which we're going to go check out, and her secret beach. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of go and look at those areas, give some advice on those, and yeah, really. So here is her glow forest, which is super cute. I don't know if you're looking for advice in this area, but what I would do is add some, I think it's pronounced hyacinths, just kind of jotted around, and maybe just kind of make a path all the way around, similar to what you've done at the moment, but kind of joining the custom designs up and kind of leading it all the way to your orchard over at the back there. So now finding her museum, which is over here. She says she's not really keen on her museum and kind of wants some help on that, so let's have a look. Okay, so I kind of get the theme you're going for. I like the flooring, however at the moment I don't think it quite fits the area you're using, but this kind of reminds me of a museum entrance that I've actually toured already that looks like this one. Now what I think would really work on your island with this one is the floor looks very similar to the one I'm showing you, and also you can kind of have like trees and kind of cut it out to make it look, you know, like a proper museum. Yeah, I think something like that would look really good alongside with yours here, as well as you know, you can kind of cut out around the bench there, put some flowers there. That would look really nice. But yeah, this museum entrance definitely has a lot of potential, and if you're stuck for any more ideas, just feel free to go check out my museum entrance ideas videos, but I definitely think that that would work well here. Next, you had said that you would like an outdoor cafe or like coffee shop, so let's go and have a look, because I think I saw somewhere on your island where this would look really good. So I think your coffee shop / cafe would look super cute actually outside of your shops. I really like what you've done here with having them close together and the fencing kind of keeping it apart. I think that looks really cute and I really like this, and this area definitely has a lot of potential. Add some more items to it, you know, just go a little bit kind of crazy with the kind of dark browns. I think that would look super cute. But what I would do is I would add your cafe outside here, and I would put the same flooring all the way across here, and then what I would do is I would then add some stools to here and here. So similar to this one, I would, you know, add some barrels, add some chairs just around here, you know, kind of maybe add a walkway, so leave this part free, and maybe a part going along here. So I would just move this kind of swing chair and join it up to here, but I think that would look super cute just outside your shops, kind of making it seem like if people want to have a quick stop for a drink before they go and visit the shops, that would be super nice, and that would be a nice little area to kind of tick off your list as well. And you can kind of take your cafe out to the beach, which would also be quite nice. And next is just this little area here. I thought this is a nice square area that you could kind of work with quite well. So what kind of inspired me was this. Now you don't have to do this here obviously at all, this is your island, Rebecca, you do not have to go with anything I say, I'm just here to give advice, but I would kind of get some more fun terraforming on here, so just kind of add little patches of terraforming, kind of make it feel like a little wooden forest. You've got a lot of trees going on around here, so that would look quite nice. Just add the flooring kind of going through here and kind of leading round your diner or just straight onto your beach. I think that would look really nice. Just adding some more layers to your island would make this kind of island to the next level and kind of fill up areas without it being filled with items. So anyway, I hope that was really helpful to you, Rebecca. Yeah, do let me know if you use any of my points, and yeah, so let's move on to the next island. So moving on to this next island, which is called Moon Valley, and what the owner of this island said to me is that she's really struggling with the just huge big blank areas on her island, and I can totally understand how this can be seen as really, uninspiring and really hard to work with. So what she has said to me is that she likes the area that the villagers' houses have, which is kind of this woodland mushroom theme, which I love and I'm obsessed with. So I'm kind of using this as inspiration for what my advice would be to give to her. So let's work on this huge kind of area just leading up to the bridge. So I'm going to break this into two areas. Let's work with this bit over here first. So what I would kind of put here is a kind of woodland seated area similar to this image here, and I would like to do this because lots of trees would kind of cover this area, big blank areas. Start with some trees, chuck some trees in, put some nice cozy chairs in, get a tiny library, put some leaf piles on here, and I think this will look like a really cute area. And it will kind of go along with that mushroom theme as well. So add some mushrooms and some trees, and I think this would look really, really lovely and would fill quite a big area. You can make it as big or as small as you like. Don't forget to kind of add a path running through, leading you just over here to the bridge. Now what I would do over here is kind of take away too many of the trees and kind of replace them with the kind of big mushroom stalls, and kind of replace it with the big mushroom stalls similar to this picture here. I would be adding lots of flowers, lots of custom design to the flooring. Again, the path leading up, kind of just keep it, red tones, if you kind of want to keep it that cozy kind of red and brown, and also that will match the bridge as well. But of course there is no mean to keep it red at all. You've got lots of green mushrooms, so by all means make the mushrooms green. But I think that would just work, and that would fill this area quite well. You could kind of have a path leading over here. It could break away to then lead over here, where you can add some benches and maybe a fishing area, etc. But I think that would be really good to kind of fill this kind of large area on your island. And next I saw your entrance and kind of thought of a couple of points, so these might be helpful for you. Now this pathway is quite a statement flooring, so what I would advise doing is kind of working your entrance around this flooring. Now I love all the layers that you've got on the terraforming and the waterfalls. They fit in absolutely brilliantly with the floor. So what I would do is I would just change these plants to be the blue version like this, and then I would just add some blue mushrooms here and here, and what that would do is it would just kind of bring that blue all together and kind of just make the flooring seem less intense as it is, as I think this with the orange is quite an abstract comparison. So it will just feel more calm and collected if it was all blue as well. So I really hope that helped. Yeah, my tips would be add lots of trees, add some random pathways, and add lots of flowers and custom design to the flooring, and this should feel like a really nice wooden cozy mushroom island. So I really hope that helped. Now moving on to the next island. So now we are on the third island, which is called Everfree and is by Hayley, and Hayley's been saying that she's just hit a real brick wall with the inspiration on this island, and she just wants some general advice on her island. So I'm going to start with her entrance, and to be honest, I'm just going to go straight into this and kind of say that if you're feeling uninspired by your island, you just don't know what to do, I would start off by looking at the flooring. Now some good feedback for Hayley would be that it's quite hard to get inspiration and be inspired when you've kind of covered the whole floor, because that way you can't add flowers. You feel like you need to kind of keep everything structured. So what I would really recommend is, if you're struggling with motivation, just remove some of that flooring. So what I'm going to suggest to you, Hayley, is that instead of having this pathway the whole way across the entrance, just have it as a path. So I'm going to say we do it like here to about here, and then we'll just follow this all the way around down to the resident services. And what I'm imagining here is that we have a real grand entrance, and maybe you could add some moon crescent chairs on the top there. In fact, I'm kind of thinking of an entrance that I visited already on one of my entrance ideas videos, and it is this one. And what I like about this one is it's quite bright, quite pink, quite colourful. It's got the flamingos, it's got, lots of hedging. It's kind of got a little bit of everything, and that's what I think would be really good for this entrance. Maybe add some waterfall here as well, to kind of jazz up this little corner, and maybe just put some, maybe a peach tree here to kind of tie in with that pink theme, and add some hedging running along in front of the waterfall with some flowers maybe here, making them pink flowers or whatever flowers you want really, pink, white, blue, purple. I think that would look really, really lovely. You kind of want to corner this bit off as people aren't turning that way, so try and head your people this way. So if you've only got the pathway here, you'll have grass for the rest of it. That's where you can fill it with flowers, with trees, with benches, maybe add the white street lights here and here, just a little entrance, kind of jazz it up a little bit, add some floor lights along here. I think this is actually a really good entrance. You know, you're far away from the resident services, so you've got that as a bonus. So yeah, that's what I would kind of say for the entrance. And now moving on over here. When I was looking around this island earlier, I did spot a rock garden, which I'm gonna try and find, because, you know, I love a good rock island, rock area, rock garden. Here it is. So love this. Love that you've done it a circular kind of pattern, and I think this is super fun. Now again, I'm kind of noticing that you seem to have covered the whole island in flooring, which is very impressive, but unfortunately I'm going to say if you're looking for inspiration, I'd probably remove it, as you can't add flowers to this. You'd struggle to add trees because you'd need to take the flooring away. So I saw this rock garden and I thought that it would suit your island super well. You've got the lights, the kind of hyacinth lights in there, you've got some nova lights, you've got lots of flowers and lots of trees, and I think that would just look really nice and really brighten up this kind of corner over here. Rock gardens are a really nice little feature, so well done for getting it for a start, and I think that is, yeah, super cool and super exciting to kind of jazz that bit up. And now going back to where I just went past, probably should have done that first. This bit here, now big empty areas like this that lead from one area to the next can be really quite hard to fill. But when I did an island tour, I saw this and I absolutely love this. And I think this would look, again, really good on your island. Now see the hedging kind of in the corners, that kind of creates this like structure to an area. And what that does is that allows you to kind of make the islanders branch out to different areas. So I can see here that you've got your villager area over there, and then your beaches down here, and what looks like the beginning of a little fairy ground area over there. So having this kind of squared off area with maybe you don't have to use custom design flooring, you can use flowers. I see you have got lots of good flowers, or you could use custom design flooring if you've got the slots for it. And last but not least, I'm going to find your museum and your shops. They are just here. Love that you've put them all together. I think that is actually a really good idea, and I haven't seen that so far. What I love is that you've got a water fountain here with some floor lights. Now, if I was to make a change to this, I would bring this water fountain here. And I would probably move your diner somewhere else. That's your choice where you want to move it to. And now I'm going around destroying people's islands. I would probably put the water fountain here, and I would do that just to kind of create a central kind of point for these three different areas. And then I would kind of use this image as inspiration. I really like the use of the kind of shop signs. I would put a shop sign probably here and another one here. I would put some I would look at this for inspiration as well with the museum entrance, and get kind of the garden wagon here. I think you have really good potential on this island. There's a lot of fun to be had. I can see you want a pink girly summery island, so there's a lot of inspiration out there, and I think you're in a really good stead for this island. I think you've kind of got to focus on small areas, reduce the amount of custom design on the flooring. Yeah, I really hope that helped you, Hayley. You've got a really good island here, and yeah, you've got a lot of space ready to be used. And I love this custom design flooring. Just try and use it less across the island. And last but not least, we are on Morgan's island called Bodie. Now, Morgan has said that she's already got her pathway placed out, which you can totally see. I absolutely love this. This is the iconic path that we see on lots of islands, and I love it, and it's really creative and really inspiring. And what she says, she hates straight lines and just kind of loves the kind of creative free-flowing patterns. So I'm just heading to her entrance. And you can kind of see here she's been doing some trading, so I'm imagining that the sign and the store won't be there. But what I would kind of do to jazz up this entrance, I don't know if Morgan actually wants me to look at her entrance, is I would just remove those roses from the top there. Maybe I would put a bench here, maybe move the roses somewhere else, as I'm struggling to kind of see what the like the big moth is at the back there. I'd kind of bring that forwards, and then maybe just to finish off the corners of this entrance I'd add some white street lamps just there and to the corner there, just kind of brighten up the area and just kind of give it that whole circle effect, kind of seeing the whole way round. But yeah, I absolutely love the entrance, full of colour and lots of different textures, and looks really awesome. And then moving on over here, we're going to try and follow the path as well as possible. I sometimes find this path really complicated for some reason. Is I would just add lots of trees with kind of hedging and flowers under these little areas. Morgan kind of said that she's struggling to kind of fill the island now with these little like nooks and crannies everywhere. It's kind of hard to know what to put there. So I would definitely say things like this. Dotted around, just kind of fill the area and make it feel that kind of cottage core feel. But you can kind of see that she's kind of started with it, which is super cool. And next to islanded houses, I'd put things like this, which is, you know, clotheslines with the buckets and the chairs, just to kind of fill it up. But definitely with cottagecore, it's the flowers, I think. That's where all the detailing comes in, just kind of them dotted around. But also, I'm loving this as well, the kind of combination of two different flooring. Kind of putting the garden lantern in the middle of these. So when you have like a circle on the custom design flooring, I'd really recommend putting either a street lamp or a garden lantern in the middle of it, as it kind of creates a really nice ring around it, which just looks really nice. Sometimes goes unnoticed, but generally it's the little things like that that make your island really cool. She said she was struggling with her beach, so we're going to go and have a look at her beach. So it's covered in flowers. Let's have a look. Oh wow, okay, yeah, it's definitely covered in flowers. I think this is actually what the whole beach looks like across the whole island. She has a lot of flowers, which again is really good for a cottagecore island. I can see that she's kind of kept the flowers currently with the dirt pathway underneath. Try and just take that away and kind of just put them along the flooring. Maybe just jot them along the pathway, like here and here, and then kind of see where that takes you. Just seeing this bit here, maybe adding a little picnic area would be quite cute here, similar to this one. Really like this one. And just kind of some fencing, maybe fencing and definitely flowers on a cottagecore island just dotted around along the path. Anyway, getting back to the beach, I don't know if you have seen the new tents that are on the new update, but I think they look super good on the beaches. So I would be wanting to create something like this. And what this has got is just, it's kind of got that bohemian and kind of cottagecore feel about it. And I would also be adding the chairs like this as well, just alongside it. Maybe add a barbecue, add some stools, make a cute little outdoor cafe next to it as well. I think that would look really nice. But yeah, overall this island is again got a lot of potential. Well done for kind of creating this whole pathway across this whole island. Sometimes this can take so long. It probably did take forever. So yeah, that's definitely amazing, and you've put yourself in a good stead, ready to kind of create that ultimate cottagecore woodland island, which is super cool. So yeah, I really hoped this helped inspire you, Morgan. So that is the end of this island advice video. I really hope this helped just one of you out there to kind of get some more inspiration for your island. If you would like some advice from me about some island tips and tricks, then please do fill out the form in the description box below, and I will be ready to go and visit your island. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!